And that damn KK, Christina Coram, being exposed again in exclusive footage of this part 4, The Reckoning. Probably the most insane part that I have ever seen, where you have Diddy himself phoning up KK in the hotel 6 days before his arrest, stating, KK, you're in this too. Help me find a solution. You're also in this too, implying that she's also going to be in trouble. And then you see multiple videos of her having conversations with Lil Rodney or with the rest of the team, and for the fact that she would downplay everything. But those 6 days before the arrest, when Diddy is phoning up KK trying to find out what to do, her name is being dragged up in this all over again. She's going to be absolutely livid that she is in part 4. She wasn't in part 1, 2, 3. Probably thought everybody would have forgotten about her, but she was in that damn part 4. And who else is everywhere in these scenes? Mr. Justin Combs, more than Christian Combs, which I'm surprised by, but Justin Combs everywhere, even trying to find solutions to Diddy's problems, and talking about how Dawn Rashad is just trying to take the famous man down, the famous black man down. That's basically what Justin Combs was saying himself. And for the fact that Lil Rodney was saying that Justin and Diddy would go into rooms together with women and do things, freak-offs, and that they would go together in a room and then gunshots went off and then he saw bleeding on the floor. Justin Combs is clearly a lot more complicit in this than other people might expect. But over here, way before the criminal trial even began, we stayed on the children's necks. We were dragging the elder sons. I was been doing that, and I'm glad that my hunch was correct, that these elder sons aren't victims. They aren't innocent bystanders. They're very much complicit in what their father was doing because they helped him when their father needed. Sure, they might have been scared of their father, but that doesn't negate the fact that they are complicit. Are they scared of their father? Can't they say anything against him? Or are they just blinded by the fact that their dad has a billionaire net worth, 100 millionaire net worth, and they want a piece of that pie and they want to be in their father's will? Meaning they don't give a damn about Cassie or anybody else. But Justin Combs was all up in this part 4. Everywhere. Even in the damn hotel, trying to help his dad, trying to help Diddy any way he can, so that these alleged victims and victims can basically just go away in the corner. And yet you think that we should have any sympathy when the children themselves, the elder sons and the daughters, were all crying, begging for him to be released on that sentencing day. So many people got emotional seeing the daughters and the children, all of them getting emotional and crying. Why? Because they're not bystanders. They were helping their father. They should have been sitting there with their damn father, for all I give a damn. The whole family's flipping complicit. It's not just Diddy. But the way he's being exposed by Lil Rodney, being exposed by Capricorn Clark, being exposed by Aubrey, who basically stated that she was SA, but that she has no knowledge of this because she was completely inebriated and had taken substances against her own will. And then you have supporters, Diddy's elder sons, daughters, all wanted to get this man out. All the voice notes that Kellan Harper was playing, how he was desperate for her when the Dawn Rashad lawsuit dropped. Please, we can get you on the side. I'm under investigation right now. All of this exclusive footage, especially the exclusive footage that we have seen in part 4, validates what we think, that this man has never been remorseful, never been accountable. Because when he wasn't in front of Judge Arun, like he was in the hotel, he wanted all of this to go away. He was phoning up people. Listen, I need you to make a statement. I need you to do this. Pressurizing people. Telling Justin Combs, you need to do something because God told me to do nothing. God didn't tell you shit. Do you understand? Religious psychosis, making it up as if God even wants to communicate with a demon like you. If you're not collecting men's semen, you and your son are doing freak-offs together, which means that you have seen your sons nude, naked, as they're doing things with women, probably something that you wanted to do. This goes beyond the level of freak into something that is just demonic and dirty, harnessing energies, sex magic. This is what this all is about. Witchcraft, prolonging his career. Clearly all of this has failed, whatever he's been trying to do. It's not worked for him, which is why he's in jail right now. But this part 4 brutally exposes not only Diddy, but the system. These jurors who came to speak, clearly fans of the damn man, who were bemused by a relationship that has domestic violence, because one minute there was DV and things going on in the hotel room, the next minute they are in a great relationship and everything is okay. So therefore now the jurors are confused. What are you confused about? Because this is a symptom of DV. This is a symptom of Diddy having power, control, and also trafficking, is that when you are in control of people and you do harmful things to them, in the next couple of days the relationship can be completely fine as if nothing else happened. That imbalance is very common in relationships of power, ego, coercion, and control. So why are these jurors stating that they were confused? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. The jurors were so confused when Capricorn Clark said that she was kidnapped. Why is that so confusing? Oh, she was emotional, therefore that can, maybe change or, her perception of stuff. What are you talking about? She's emotional because the man is right in front of him, and that is hard for her to go through. So what do you mean that because she's emotional, her perceptions might not be real? Not even validating or consolidating the fact that she's emotional because the man that has caused so much pain to other people that you've seen testify is right there in front of her. These jurors were paid from the inn. If that, corrupt, fans, starstruck, do you understand? Justifying why Diddy kept looking and nodding. Oh, he used to do that in Making the Band. What are you talking about? Because the judge Arun himself told off Diddy, somebody who's actually qualified as a judge, to say that you need to stop looking at the jurors, stop nodding at them, you got to stop that language. So this idea of, oh, he used to do that, in the making of the band. What do you mean? How can you compare a nod that a man is doing on an MTV show to him during a criminal trial and say that, oh, it's okay, it's justified? So you're quick to justify Diddy nodding, but when Capricorn Clark said that she was kidnapped and that she gets emotional, suddenly her perception might not be real because she's getting emotional. You're quick to justify P. Diddy nodding despite the fact that Judge Arun told Diddy off, but when it comes to Cassie in the volatile relationship, because it was volatile and positive, therefore you don't know what's going on and you can't say. These two jurors had no idea, clearly being paid in. When I saw the jurors leave at the criminal trial, they were smiling in that damn car. Definitely fraudulent behavior was going on, and this last part of the documentary confirmed this to me. I think it's very interesting that the Netflix producers 50 Cent, Alexandra Stapleton, wanted to include the confessionals of the jurors in this documentary, because what it does is it highlights how corrupt that trial was. It was a show trial, and that a lot of these jurors were basically starstruck fans of Diddy and did not want to see him go down, and had some kind of envy and for the fact that these women had relationships with Diddy and that they took advantage of him, because that's what they believe. It's utter ridiculous. I'm absolutely shell-shocked at these jurors and their confessionals and the nonsense that they are saying in this documentary. Because what do you mean? Given 1,000 excuses for Diddy, but so quick to bash a lot of these women when it comes to the emotions. They're crying, they're getting so upset. You had Cassie testifying while she was even pregnant, for goodness sake, and we've all seen that damn video of Diddy beating her up. But yet there are so many excuses for Diddy's body language. It seemed like the jurors, per Capricorn Clark stating, that the jurors themselves never really believed Kit Capricorn, never really believed a lot of the other women. They were just more leaning towards Diddy's side, which is why that day when the verdict was given, they went back on count one, which is RICO, because they were not sure, and therefore they didn't find this person guilty. And the jurors were smiling because they wanted to go to their holiday, and because some of them, I believe, were fans, either paid from the inside in, or basically some corruption was going on with the jurors. And these confessionals absolutely showed it to me, because it's utter ridiculous. I'm glad that Lil Rodney was in this, because I think it's very important. I didn't even do an intro. We are like 9 minutes in. That's how you know I'm heated. But it's Murad Murali. Please do subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. It's just one click. That's all you guys have to do. Join Murad Nation. Click that button. Follow me on my Instagram at Murad_Murali. And let's get into the rest of this video, where I'm glad that Lil Rodney was allowed to have a platform to tell his story, because I think it was so important, but also because the discovery of his case is currently active right now. So therefore, adding to this, I think is good, because you want his face out there to help his PR when he pushes this, civil or criminal trial, whatever's going to happen. But Lil Rodney, I do believe, was groomed, and I also do believe that he just turned a blind eye, which he admitted himself, because he just wanted his damn money to support his family and everything. And he was like, I can't go up against this monster alone. I need my money. The fact that Diddy is out here promoting Love album, promoting my new Love album. I'm here to spread love, but you couldn't even spread love to the producer who made your flipping songs. On the phone asking for his money, and you're talking about circumstances, things are being delayed, but your net worth is nearly $1 billion, bro, or up to $1 billion. What do you mean you can't pay $250,000 to the person, and then you had the audacity to pay him $29,000 instead, and he hasn't even seen that money? Let alone the fact that substances were given and taken and he couldn't even remember things going on. Grooming to a whole new level to recruit workers. This man Diddy is demonic. It is insane. It is insane. Like the madness of how huge this is. Sorry, I've just watched part 4 right now, so this is my off the cusp reaction. All the way from Tupac to Diddy, all the way from Tupac to Biggie, for goodness sake. Then you've got Shine, then you've got everything that happened to Aubrey, Dawn Richard, you got Cassie. You got Lil Rod. You got Kalila Harper, who was pressured and crying and had her own things going on. She didn't want to really give a statement, but she was pressured into giving so. You have so many people here that he has violently, massively corrupted and harmed and abused. And people still want this man to be out. Christian and Justin Combs, this was not a good look for you. Bad PR for you for whatever brand deals or any negotiations or anything that you have that's ongoing, any music that you want to put out. This is not going to work well for you because it puts you guys in a bad light. Not one of you can sit your father down to say, you know what, I don't support this. Not one of you wanted to give confessionals to Netflix to say, I don't support this, because you support his money. That's what you're there for. There was no need for you guys to be dragged into this Netflix documentary, but you wanted to do it by your own flipping damn actions, guys. It just ain't looking good. What do you mean? What do you mean? Somebody was shot. Justin and Diddy were in a room together with G, whoever this person was, and the police were just told a different story, and that was just the end of it, and everybody's meant to go back to normal in the studio. That's the hierarchy, ego, and control that Diddy has, that everybody around is a yes man because that's what he likes. He doesn't want to pay these people their money, because if they get money, then they have a little bit of oomph to them, which is what Diddy does not like. He wants you to work for free. This man is rich who works as cheap, doesn't want to pay his people, and now finally it's come to bite him completely, and that's why he's rotting away at the Fort Dix. This documentary that's just come out, part 1, 2, 3, 4, which I have officially finished, has confirmed to me that this man is never going to return to stardom. He's never going to have that now, because the cultural shift that this documentary is doing. When I tell you I was in Dubai the last couple of days, which is where you saw me doing these videos, that documentary is number 2 in Dubai. Everybody in the UAE, everybody in Dubai is talking about it. They're all talking about this documentary. Do you understand? Everyone's talking about it over there. All over there in the Middle East, they're talking about this, let alone what's going on in US and UK where it's number 1. This is a huge cultural shift, this documentary. So much so, and so successful that it is, that I think 50 is going to produce more episodes, because there's a lot more that still needs to be touched on, like Kim Porter. He's never coming back from this. This is, dare I say it, even a bigger impact than Cassie's lawsuit. Like, it's on par to that. Like, this documentary has completely gone viral and exploded, and I'm so grateful that me and most of you watching this all waited for this documentary to review, because this is what we needed to review. Do you understand? KK, they got you all up in this, with Diddy talking about KK, you're in this too, help me find a solution. Look at the way he talks to these people. She is in this all over again. She doesn't want to have a name in this. She thought everybody forgot about her, but no, she was dragged into this lawsuit, dragged into the Lil Rodney lawsuit, dragged into the Netflix documentary, and I'm loving it, because we are not going to forget about Miss KK. Do you understand? We're not going to be forgetting about her. Not today, not tomorrow, not never. We're always going to keep bringing it up. And I'm glad that Miss Auntie KK can be brought into this conversation, because just in 2022 they were giving him the Lifetime Achievement Award, everybody clapping for him, applauding for him, giving him a standing ovation. What a sick society, what a sick club of people, when a lot of those people knew what he was doing at these white parties or etc. The fact that you had people like Tupac and Biggie who were so young and promising, and I believe that Diddy off them, is crazy. What he did to Aubrey is insane to me as well. Like, can we just what he did to Aubrey, allegedly, the fact that she was being essayed both ways, and she has no recollection or memory of this. Wow. How can anybody support this man? How can anybody support this man. To think that there were so many supporters in the court when I was there during the trial and the sentencing, so many people giving him, you know, probably paid, I don't even know, but so many people just supporting him there. No shame, no dignity, no integrity. How can you support, oh, this is DV? Who gives a damn whether this is DV or not? This man is demonic and you should not be supporting him, point blank, period. And as far as I'm concerned, this was definitely trafficking. That's exactly how I saw it. Okay? That's exactly how I saw it. I'm glad that they mentioned Fahim Muhammad as well, who is a current security guard for Diddy, and how he's worked and covered for so much. And all of these people are complicit, and I just don't understand how these people have not gone down. The judge himself even confirmed that this was organized crime, which is RICO. How have other people not gone down? I don't understand what that trial was about. Why was it rushed? Why was it so short? I don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm glad that Kelena Harper was in this, because that part of me felt like, what are you doing? It just seems like you don't give a damn about your friend Dawn Rashad. Her providing all those, you know, voice notes. I think it was reported that Diddy phoned her like over 50 to 100 times because he was that desperate. He needed people around to try and patch this up for him. He was desperate. He thought that he could overcome this. That's why he's filming this flipping documentary. That's how the exclusive footage was given to 50, because he filmed it with his people, because he thought that he could overcome all of this and he would be the winner. If that doesn't tell you how dumb this man's ego is, I don't know what it is. The theme of this video is exposure, because everybody came together like the Avengers to expose him in this documentary. Even the jurors themselves came to expose him inadvertently by their own lack of intelligence. Do you understand? You had Justin Combs all up in this place, all up in this business. You had Justin Combs all up in this business, guys. All up there in nearly 3 to 5 different scenes with Diddy trying to make an excuse and etc. That man ain't no damn innocent son bystander. He doesn't give a damn about the people that Diddy has harmed. He just wants the villain to be free, because he also himself is a damn villain. Do you understand? This doesn't make him look good at all. I'm so here for part 4. What Diddy is doing with his sons behind closed doors, I don't understand. Being intimate with women with you and your sons. Do you know how sick and twisted this is? There's levels to this shit, man. There's genuinely levels to this madness that Diddy is doing with his sons. And I'm glad that it's all being exposed. Hopefully more episodes come out, because this 4-part documentary by 50 Cent and by Alexandra Stapleton and other directors was absolutely beautifully done. So many different timelines merged together, giving us history, giving us stats, giving us video footage, giving us, you know, good confessionals. I think that this was fantastic. Initially, when I saw 4 parts, I thought, why would this be 4 parts? That doesn't make sense to me. 4 parts was needed because of all of the information. We couldn't download watching it all, for 4 hours. That would have been way too much. And I really hope that we get an additional 4 more parts either in the next year or something, with new footage coming out via Fort Dix, because this footage, this documentary has blown everything else out in the water that Tubi, Netflix, Lifetime, Channel 4, anybody else that tried to do on this. And you've got NBC facing their own damn lawsuit from their documentary that they put out. All of you rushed to do it before the criminal trial, and that's where all of you guys messed up. You can tell that this documentary that 50 has done has taken time, because you can't rush art, especially when you are providing an important message. It is just a shame that a man has to publicly put something else like this out for it to be a cultural shift moment, or for other people, majority men, to listen. Cassie's lawsuit, unfortunately, was not enough for other people to listen, because she still got dragged, but it was enough to get the ball rolling, but it wasn't enough for the majority of the general public to listen to Cassie, because I feel like more people are listening to 50 when you put the whole story together of how demonic this man is. I'm just happy that KK was involved one way or another. Her name was mentioned, exclusive footage was given. I don't want us to forget about her, because she's the one that kept a lot of this rolling. She was an awful assistant in my opinion, but she kept a lot of this rolling. She's in that Lil Rodney lawsuit, and we have to follow suit with that. Let me know your thoughts out, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, guys. The same day that I've landed, I've come to do a documentary review, very long one at that, for part 4. I want to know your thoughts on this. Please comment down below, let me know your thoughts, everything. I want to read all your comments. Give this video a thumbs up, send a dollar sign, send a tip if you guys wish to. There's a dollar sign there. And baby, I just hope there's more documentary episodes coming soon. I know 50's got something up his sleeve. This has been super successful, even more successful than Stranger Things, which is out right now. 50, you know what to do. Drop those extra, even a bonus, child. Give me backstage, give me behind the scenes, or just drop all of the exclusive footage of Diddy before the arrest as a compilation. Give us something else, because this was everything. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon.